Already we are for round 3 with Affinity. We won the die roll and we'd like to play first. We've got 2 land hand, got some nice stuff. We'll keep this. Don't have the green yet to play our Carapace Forger, but we'll get there eventually. Lead on this Great Furnace so they don't know if I'm Kuldotha Boros or if I'm Affinity. Looks like our opponent is doing the same thing. They still won't know if I'm on Kuldotha Boros or Affinity after this play. Well, they will probably know because of the seat. But alright, Springleaf Drum is a great draw. I'm guessing our opponent's on Kuldotha Boros. It's more likely that they wouldn't have a turn 1 play with that deck than with this deck. Okay, they're on Affinity too. See what they have. An Atog. Not good yet, but it will be. In fact, I might just Galvanic Blast it right now. Just so they can't really save it at this point. Normally you don't get an opportunity to Galvanic Blast an Atog, but I don't think they're going to sacrifice both their lands to save it. And they didn't. That did come at the expense of not playing our Carapace Forger, but I couldn't really risk them playing like an Ichor Wellspring and a Chromatic Star this turn, and then suddenly I can't ever hit it. See if they have their own Frogmite here. They do. See if they have another one. Just the one. Okay. That's a good draw. That means I can play this Perilous Research and this Carapace Forger. I'm going to sacrifice this Ichor Wellspring, of course. Ooh, that's a good one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 artifacts. So this only makes 6, which means I can't cast that this turn. So we'll just play this one. I am going to be able to play 2 more 4/4s next turn, so it'll be a pretty good turn. Opponent's got the Thoughtcasts. We've got Perilous Research and Thoughtcast. My guess is whoever draws Atog and Fling is going to win this game, but I'm not sure for certain. Alright. That was a pretty good draw for us. Let's go Prophetic Prism. And a land. It means we have enough to Thoughtcast. And play a Mirror Enforcer. Play a drum. Alright, this is looking pretty nice here. Fortunately, we just cannot beat. We're going to be in trouble against a Gearseeker Serpent if they play that this turn, and they had a lot of cards in their hand, so I don't know if they've got a bunch of Carapace Forgers they can't cast because they don't have the colors, or what they're sitting on in their hand. They just got green mana now, so they'll be able to do something, I would guess. Normally you don't just leave 2 mana untapped on your turn at the end of your turn with Affinity if you've got 6 cards in hand. So, let's see what we have for this matchup in the sideboard. It looks like I have a Gorilla Shaman, a couple Hydroblasts, Natural States, and Ancient Grudge. So that's kind of a lot of hate. Should be pretty decent. I always am on the fence if I should bring in Hydroblast or Pyroblast. They have a lot of blue spells, so it's not like it's terrible. Looks like we'll be trading a Mirror Enforcer for a Forger this turn. Or it looks like we'll be trading a Galvanic Blast for a Forger this turn. We'll attack. Alright. Nice little chunk of damage there. I could leave up Fling if they have another Galvanic Blast. Yeah, I think I will. I don't know how much the star is going to matter. Like, I don't know if the 1 mana is going to matter to us. Another Thoughtcast. Thoughtcast is the best card in the deck, by far. Usually whoever draws more of them wins. But our opponent's getting a little flooded compared to us. They also ran their Atog out on turn 2, which, if you have another turn 2 play, you usually want to do that. But I don't think our opponent did have another turn 2 play. Alright, they drew Atog. they have enough to fling it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 17 damage only. If they have another Galvanic Blast, they do have enough. So there's no way to interrupt this with Fling or anything like that. So we're just gonna die here if they have a third Galvanic Blast plus a Fling. I don't know. Our only hope is that they counted wrong. But I don't think they counted wrong. Sometimes if you do this and you mess up and you don't Galvanic Blast, maybe they're going to be like, oops, we lose, because they're kind of pausing here like they don't know what they did. Sometimes you accidentally will get a little too low and you won't have Metalcraft anymore. Okay. They don't have Metalcraft, so if they have a Galvanic Blast... Oh, they have a Bolt? What is this Bolt deck doing? Alright, we're dead. Yeah, like I said, whoever's going to draw their ATOG Fling first is going to win, and that's a nearly certain fact in Game 1. You just have to draw so much better than your opponent for that not to be the case. Alright, so we have a lot of stuff to bring in, and I don't really know what to take out exactly. It's probably these Galvanic Blasts. I would guess they're not very good. The Frogmites are pretty bad. Some of this cheap stuff is pretty bad, but you also can't cast anything if you don't have it, so I think I want to bring in all this stuff. Just a question if I want all these Hydroblasts. Yeah, I'm just going to do 2. I really don't want to get stuck. Like, if I have 2 in my hand at once, that's pretty bad. Alright, let's bring in all this stuff. Let's see what we want to take out. So assuming our opponent has like a similar sideboard stuff to us, we're going to want to take out some of our things that require a lot of affinity. I'm going to take out all the Frogmites for sure. They just don't do anything. They don't block anything. They just don't do anything. Flare Husk actually is pretty good. So you can put it on a 4-4 and suddenly your 4-4 beats all their 4-4s. Really don't want to take out a land because they're going to have Artifact Destruction. Gear Seeker is kind of a trump card. I'm going to take out a Mirror Enforcer. It just requires too many artifacts, I think. We got one more. One more cut. ATOG Fling is a little scary because you can't like beat a Hydroblast if you do it. We just don't have room to... Well, I took out a lot of my Affinity stuff, so maybe I don't have to keep all these things that are only in for Affinity count. Like, some of these 1-drops are pretty bad. They're only in here to gain Affinity. So I think I'll take out a Springleaf Drum. I'm confident that that's probably wrong. Maybe it should be... No, I'm going to get rid of one of these Ichor Wellsprings, I think. Yeah, let's get rid of an Ichor Wellspring. Okay, let's try that. Guess I would like to play first. I didn't really get any of my hate cards. Still can't really mulligan this, unfortunately. I'm going to run out the Vault Whispers first, just so that's the one they'll kill. They have a turn 1 Artifact Destruction spell. I'm going to have to decide if I'm willing to crack my star to play this Forger on turn 2. Okay, they have their own star. Gorilla Shaman would be great here. Nope. Not a Gorilla Shaman at all. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna crack this to play my Forger, unfortunately. Thoughtcast is nice. It's only gonna be playable if this stays in play and I can Thoughtcast. Okay, so our opponent doesn't have an Artifact Destruction spell unless they're playing like Smelt. They do have a Blast. Kinda stinks. We didn't draw any lands, we only drew uncastable spells for our first 2 draws. So we've basically drawn no cards so far this game. Yeah, we lose. I'm just gonna blast that Frogmite. I don't know. We're about to have no lands. They drew their hate cards, we didn't. I missed a land drop, and it was all over. Okay. It's possible I should have just mulliganed until I got a hate card. So that might have been just a mistake. But I don't really like mulliganing functional hands. That just, like, I didn't need to draw much of anything. Even this Tree of Tails would have been a great draw like a turn ago. I could have played my other Forger at least. Natural State, a little too late. I'm just gonna pop their tree. Just in case they can't cast anything or something like that. Fortunately, this doesn't actually kill a big old Mirror Enforcer. I have to pray they get stuck with tons of uncastable cards in their hands. It would not appear that that is what's happening to them. Okay, okay. I can Hydroblast if they Galvanic Blast this. Sure. Can't very well let him die, so gotta counter it. Take 8. See what they drew. Yeah, so our opponent just, I mean, they just drew better than us, and that's what happens. Neither player had very many decisions in either game. Alright, we're dead. Well, got wrecked. We got destroyed in the mirror. But such is life with Affinity. Let's move on to round 4.